planet Beerus. Beerus and Whis start talking, after seeing all the performance that Goku and Vegeta showed in their previous fights. At that moment, Beerus observes speech. It seems the Saiyans never give up on getting stronger. I remember it like it was yesterday that Goku had reached his Ultra Instinct. Right after so, Vegeta wouldn't be left behind. I taught him how to use the mastery of the Ultra Ego. He still was getting more and more powerful. But this time Vegeta actually managed to reach and surpass Goku's powers. The Ultra Ego transformation, now extremely powerful. But after all the battles they had, and that Frieza said that he had trained in an empty dimension, it was to be expected that Goku and Vegeta would not give up and go looking for Beerus. They would look for something to make themselves more powerful, so they found the empty dimension. It is not part of this universe. It is a dimension where time passes much more slowly than in the time room. 1 second in real time corresponds to 1 year of training. These guys must be going crazy. What level of strength do they want to reach? Do you really think this is the way they could become more powerful than the gods of destruction? Don't believe that if you train in this place you will surpass me. After all, not even millennia of years of training will make you surpass my power of Beerus the Destroyer. Whis starts watching and says, "Now, Sir Beerus, you're still very cocky." It is worth mentioning that the Saiyans have already done several feats. They have already managed to show great skills that have made a total difference in several wars. Who could imagine that Lord Goku could use a technique that even the gods of destruction would have a hard time performing? Mr. Goku has shown great performance in the midst of all this. You should understand that Mr. Goku can and will be able to get much stronger. Is it not true? Beerus watches and makes an angry face, but at the same time says, "Well, in the empty dimension, there are several threats, and it is clear that for these two to become more powerful, they will have to be able to hold back the bad times that end up happening there. Many intriguing battles will still occur. Let's wait and wait for what it will be possible for Goku and Vegeta to show." In a few moments on the planet Beerus, a great wave of energy happens. Beerus and Whis are surprised by what comes. At that moment, Goku and Vegeta appear via teleportation. Goku says, "Now Vegeta, looks like our training is finally over. I think that now we have surpassed all levels of power of any other mortal." At that moment, Beerus is surprised by everything he sees. Vegeta says, "Kakarot, I just want you to know that this time I've already surpassed your powers. Now the distance between us is the same thing as the distance between heaven and earth, and I will work it out with you here and now." Whis watches and says, "So that means that the two of you trained hard and managed to show great skills. So you believe that the level of strength among you is greater than that of other mortals?" Beerus looks and speaks, "You are finding yourself too much. They actually managed to survive overtraining in the void dimension. How long did you spend there?" Goku starts to smile and says, "I think we stayed there for exactly a month, but it actually felt like an eternity. That's if we're going to rely on real time here." Beerus starts watching and thinking, what kind of enemies did these guys fight there? They must be well aware that in the empty dimension there are many dark gods. Any slip that is made in that dimension can cause several portals to be opened, and this makes many things end up becoming complicated. We need to pay close attention. Perhaps a greater evil may yet arise. I hope you have an idea of what this can entail for Goku and Vegeta. At that moment, Goku says, "Mr. Beerus and Mr. Whis, I would like very much to train with you one more time before returning to Earth. I'm sure I've developed techniques that you'd like to see now. Come on, Mr. Whis, come train with me." Whis observes and says, "Goku thinks I've trained him too much. I've already shown you about mastery of the ultimate movement and how to become a martial arts master. Like it or not, now the whole issue is with you. Come on, show me your powers and show me your abilities. I want to see what you have to show." At that moment, we can see a great development in Goku as he starts to raise his energy to the maximum. Goku impresses everyone. At that time, Whis starts to get impressed, saying, "Does that mean he really managed to get more powerful? He wasn't kidding." Vegeta watches and says, "It really happened. I already knew that it would be possible to show this development in Batala. I just kept analyzing next to Kakarot. We managed to achieve a much higher power level than that, but we needed time to adapt to these transformations. Out of all the powers we've got, there's a technique that has come along and made our questioning grow even more. Surely Kakarot will want to show this skill to you, Sir Whis." so please accept this training." At that moment, Beerus observes and speaks. "I don't know what you guys learned in the empty dimension, but I really want to test you." Beerus begins to power up a great destruction spell and prepares to cast it on Goku. Goku dodges and starts smiling, saying, "Sir Beerus, do you mean to say that you're wanting to start this battle? I guarantee I won't go easy on you." Beerus says, "That's an insult coming from you, Goku, but let's go. Come." At that moment, Beerus and Goku begin to face each other. Big blows start to create big temporal cracks and big impacts on the planet Beerus. The battle starts to get more and more intriguing. Vegeta just watches and smiles. Whis speaks. "This is amazing. As much as this fight takes place, as much as performances are shown, I can still see that you, Mr. Vegeta, are just calm as if Goku is not using all his strength. Does that mean then? Is this how you trained? You never had the mastery of self-movement, and the way you're watching, it's as if everything is very calm. Very interesting. Does that mean then that this is the true development of the Saiyans? But I want to know, what else did you learn in the midst of all this? What skill did you manage to develop the most? Come, show us." At the moment when Goku had already activated his Ultra Instinct, and yet Beerus was still having advantages over the battle, Beerus speaks. "Goku, you couldn't develop anything different. Then that's it. You already tired me, Goku. I don't want to fight you anymore. You didn't show me anything different." At the moment when Goku already appeared defeated, Vegeta looks at Whis and starts to smile, saying, "So that's it, Sir Whis. Watch the difference in powers and ability that we are going to show you here and now. For a long time, when we were training in the empty dimension, we thought about various techniques, such as Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct, and various combinations of skills that we ended up showing. It seems that all these power essences could make us become stronger. But at some point, we ended up forgetting the power that was the essence of the Saiyans, as well as our transformations. We started directly observing the moon in the empty dimension. Before, when we were younger, we were more descended from primates. We would look at the moon and transform into giant Oozarus, until the moment when, after we combined all of our God's powers and looked directly at the moon of the empty dimension that was most considered as a dark moon, were we able to adapt the power of the Saiyans directly to that moon, and thus, we were able to activate it again, the true Saiyan essence. At that moment, Whis looks on in amazement. Goku observes the moon, making itself manipulated as the Dark Moon, and transforms into Oozaru Black. Goku, with a totally destructive form, looks at Beerus and attacks him. Beerus is thrown away. Beerus says, "What is it? What have you become, Goku? Interesting. Let's continue this fight." Goku and Beerus start having a big battle. Goku starts to take a little advantage until the moment when Beerus gets angry and says, "You're already pissing me off. Now you've turned into a humanoid primate and you think you can win this fight? Receive my Hakai power!" The moment the two collide their great energy, a big explosion happens and a rupture is created in the sky. Goku deactivates his Oozaru Black transformation. Beerus also stops fighting and the two look up to the sky. Vegeta is amazed at what is happening. Whis observes and says, "As I imagined you trained in the empty dimension, a place where there are many dark beings, Goku's new transformation with the collision of Beerus' powers only released a portal that separated the empty dimension from Earth. Looks like we have a new threat. To be continued." And with that, my friend, what do you believe and what do you imagine will happen in the face of all these battles? Regardless of what it is more important that you already expose here in your comments for us to enter that very crazy debate. Call that liked and subscribe here on the channel so you don't miss any videos. That's more or less it. We'll see you in the next video. See ya!